Now, Liam, big match at Goodison Park yesterday. Everton, who aren't a bad side, hockeyed by Spurs 6-2. I thought Tottenham were incredibly impressive, although Seamus Coleman in particular had a poor game, and some of the Everton defenders had a nightmare.
Well, the goalkeeper's having a bit of a problem as well.
He is, that's right. Yeah.
Well, you look, and if you give Eriksen the space that they gave him yesterday, he's gonna run amok. You know, he's a brilliant player.
Yes,
and you have to really be on top of him. You have to close him down. But I thought they just left it wide open for Eriksen to do what he wanted to do, you know?
Yeah, and they have this...
And they've got good players. That Son, he can outrun any defence. He's very, very quick. They even had the luxury of leaving Dele Alli on the bench, you know, so... No, they took him off early, didn't they? He scored a goal. And Son scored, Harry Kane again, and Eriksen pulling the strings. Everton, very, very disappointing. I think in Richarlison they have a good player, but they haven't got a centre forward, and at the moment their defence is all over the place.
Yeah, he's doing a very good job, Pochettino, Liam, because he's just about got 15 or 16 players, and you know there's no replacement, say, of Harry Kane, but he's and they've come through a very tough programme, including getting a result at Barcelona to progress in the Champions League. People say Pochettino hasn't won a trophy, but really that's not the yardstick, is it, with a young coach like that? He hasn't had the opportunity to win a trophy.
Well, I suppose he could have a League Cup or an FA Cup, you know, under his belt, because they are the easier trophies he's competing in.
Yeah.
But I think if you ask Daniel Levy, who's his boss at Spurs, and this is something Arsene Wenger said down through the years, that finishing in the top four was more important than winning a League Cup or an FA Cup. And I think, unfortunately, the way the game has gone, that's the case. You know,
especially if you've got a small squad.
Daniel Levy wants to, small squad, but it's a good squad. I mean, he had the likes of Lucas Moura, he had Lamela on the bench. You know, he could afford to put him on. Danny Rose was on the bench as well. So he has, as you say, 15 or 16 players. But if he was to get an injury to Eriksen or to Harry Kane, I think they would suffer, you know. So he also has Dembele. I think he must be out injured, Eamon. He's a good, strong midfield player.
Yeah.
So I think what Tottenham have done over the last few seasons, they've been very, very strong in the transfer market.
Yeah.
The choice of players has been, you know, very good. Alderweireld and Vertonghen at the back are very good. Even the new guy they've got in the recent season, Sanchez, if he settled in. And he's also given kids a chance, like Trippier.
Harry Winks.
Harry Winks, who played very well yesterday. Davies at left back as well.
Yeah.
So he's done a brilliant job, and you can see why he's number one candidate to take over Old Trafford should Manchester United want him. You know, we'll have to wait and see how Solskjaer goes. But if the season ends up being a disappointing one for Man United, they'll probably have to go and their utmost to get Pochettino away from Spurs. It'll be interesting to see over the course of the season, you know, the remainder of the season, how that's going to pan out. Spurs didn't want any questions. Did you see the press conference prior to the Everton game?
No.
We're not taking any questions about Manchester United.
Oh, really?
Pochettino's not answering. Yeah, and rightly so.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, he's there to talk about the match against Everton, and all the journalists wanted to ask, you know, will you be going to Manchester United? Are you interested in going to Manchester United? And that's not going to go away. You know, the more results he gets, that's not going to go away. No, it's going to be interesting.
Two things to just wrap up on Spurs, Liam. They're 2 points behind City, and they played 18 games. Only 7 of them have been at home, so they've little advantage there. The other thing is about Pochettino himself. He seems a very graceful character, very balanced, friendly. There's no histrionics. He is as far away from Mourinho as you could possibly get.
Yeah, you know, there's no there's no reservations about whether he goes to Real Madrid or he goes to Manchester United. You would have to say, if he was appointed, that they've made a very good appointment.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He ticks all the boxes, as you say.
Yeah.
And he knows how to behave himself. He's always gracious, win, lose or draw.
Yes.
You know, sometimes he can lose it a bit up to the point where he might be critical of a referee and things like that. But you can't blame him for that. You know,
no.
They all have to look at mistakes they made and things. And a lot of the time, the referee gets the blame. But I think he conducts himself brilliantly, and
yes.
He's done a huge job for Spurs. When you think the budget they've got compared to the other teams that are trying to break into that top four, he's done a fantastic job.